Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to the LTQ Wrestling Podcast. Hopefully, you guys enjoying your week, or the beginning of the week, I should say. How about Raw, the final Raw before Survivor Series War Games? Gunther and Damian Priest kicked off the show with a promo. They went back and forth for a little bit. Gunther definitely looks like he's lost some of his aura. He looks nervous ever since he lost to Cody. He doesn't feel like that big dominant champion as he once did. He doesn't feel like the ring general, the greatest professional wrestler on the planet. And Damian Priest knows it. He came out saying, listen, you ever had to face a lot of pressure like me? And you're calling me street trash, and now in your mind, you're probably having doubt. What if you lose to this person you call street trash? And what are you going to do when you eventually lose that championship? And, obviously Gunther's going to win, but man, I really like the build up for this match. I think the promos have been very good. They've added on to more of both these guys as characters. Gunther before was just this dominant champion and nobody could stop him, and he's cocky and he was talking all this trash to all his opponents. And now since he lost to Cody, he don't have that same confidence. He has some doubt. And I think that's good. You don't want to make somebody seem like they just can never be beaten and they have all this confidence. And now Gunther looks like he's lost a little bit of that. I think he'll regain it once he gets his win over Priest this Saturday. This has been a very good, very well-built feud, so I really enjoyed it. We had a New Day loss to Otis and Tozawa on the show, which quick match. I'm guessing it was on purpose to make the New Day look weak, and they lost to a very bad tag team in Otis and Tozawa. No offense to either one of them guys. If you lose to them, yeah, there's a problem with your tag team. They start arguing as they're walking to the back, and they just get into a massive argument backstage. They're talking about, how Kofi didn't have this same confidence and how he never wanted to take the leap and take that chance until he got with Xavier Woods and Big E. And Kofi clasped back saying, me and E have been world champions. Why have you never been a world champion? And man, it was just spectacular. I give it a 10 out of 10. Some of the best work I've seen from these two in a while. And that's not the fault of their own. WWE just hasn't really given the New Day a lot. I don't think Triple H really has much for the New Day to do. And I think the New Day have really done as much as you could possibly do as a tag team at this point. So I think a breakup will be good for both. I would really like to see Xavier Woods get an opportunity as a single star. I've always thought he's a good worker. He can talk on the mic. And we'll have to see where this goes. But, man, that New Day celebration, listen, a lot of us, there's been some mixed opinions about the New Day. Some fans think they're too silly and goofy, and there's a lot of fans who find them very entertaining. I've been kind of in between on them. I mean, I really like all three guys, but I did feel like Vince made them too goofy at times. But, hey, they connected with the audience, especially the younger audience. That's what you want them to do. So really looking forward to the New Day segment next week. We had Braun Breaker against Ludwig Kaiser. About the ending you'd expect. Solid match. Braun had a really, really nasty landing outside. But Sheamus attacks Ludwig Kaiser. The security comes out, some of the backstage agents. They try to break it up. And then Adam Pearce gets on the mic and starts yelling, "You guys want to fight? You guys want to fight? You got it." At Survivor Series War Games, it's going to be a triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. So we got Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus, and Braun Breaker at Survivor Series War Games. Really looking forward to that match. We also got LA Knight and Nakamura confirmed for Survivor Series War Games. So another Triple H special, a 5-match card. But, I mean, the Survivor Series War Games matches are going to be long. So don't really need to put too many matches on this card to begin with. We also had a backstage segment with the Bloodline, pretty much talking about how Punk and Reigns are going to have a talk this Friday on SmackDown. So that should be something to watch. And the main event was Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. Oh, we also had a tag team title match, War Raiders against Finn and JD. Thought it was a solid match, but the War Raiders lost, and the reign of some called terror continues for JD and Finn, which they haven't really defended the titles a lot. Not honestly a fault of their own. It's just WWE hasn't really cared about the tag titles. We also got a women's intercontinental championship announced, which I'm a fan of, but I do have concerns about WWE having too many championships. They don't really put the tag team titles on display. So how are they going to put the main women's championships, the women's tag championships, and the women mid-card titles on display? That's going to be a very interesting balancing act from Triple H. I'm curious to see how he books that. But the main event, Bianca Belair and Nia Jax for the women's War Games advantage. Pretty much whoever gets the first and third. And good match. I mean, these two women did very good in this match. And Nia Jax has really impressed me since she's returned. She hasn't really hurt anybody. She's had solid in-ring work. But pretty much to sum it up, she does a Samoan drop on the announce table. Belair gets back in the ring. And then we see Bayley interfere. And obviously, Jade Cargill has a real injury. She's not going to be able to be in the Women's War Games match. We're looking for a member. They had a segment earlier on all the women trying to talk about who's going to be that fifth member. And Naomi mentioned Bayley, saying Naomi said Bayley's changed. She's a different woman. Belair didn't really believe it, but she helped Belair get the win here. It looks like Bayley's going to be the fifth member of the face team. It's going to be interesting to see if somebody turns on one another, because she did, have her and Naomi hug, and Naomi get that weird look. I do think there's a possibility Naomi attacked Jade Cargill. Some fans think it's Bianca Belair. We'll have to see. But Belair gets the win for the face team. So the face women's War Games team will have the advantage in Survivor Series War Games. So overall, not a horrible Raw. Was the most exciting Raw of all time? No, but it got the job done, which is build up towards Survivor Series War Games. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment any thoughts you had down below about this week's Raw. Peace.